Good evening, Lizzie Boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some doll news, just in general. We've got Monster High stuff with some new Amazon listing descriptions, as well as some My Scene stuff with, again, Amazon descriptions, but also a concept art that has been floating around. It was unknown if this concept art was real or not. I heard it was. But now we have, concrete confirmation, thanks to these Amazon listings describing the dolls looking exactly like the concept art does. So, yeah. With that said, let's begin. We'll start by looking at the listings, and then we'll just go from there. This video might be structured kind of weird, but, our first description, this one has no image, by the way, is for the new Day of the Dead Skelita. It seems like they're going to start doing one possibly yearly. I remember, there was an interview or something, maybe it was like an Instagram Q&A or something, where Garrett Sanders said that he had originally wanted to do a Day of the Dead Skelita every year. And of course that, in the original run of Monster High, did not come to fruition. The first Day of the Dead Skelita we got was in G2, and then that was the only one that we ever got until last year, where we got a new one. So it seems like that tradition may finally be happening, because we're getting a third Day of the Dead Skelita. I have to remember it's the third, because we had one in 2016, I want to say it was, maybe 2017. This doll is described as wearing, okay, I'm just gonna read it as it's written. Her charcoal gown swirls in a brocade-inspired, I hope I said that right, print, and features ruffled tiers of papel picado. Adorning the design are a necklace and a bodice sculpted with marigold flowers. I already like the sound of that. I looked up what a brocade looks like, and it's kind of like those fancy floral patterns that you'll see. They're also kind of common in, gothic fashion. At least I saw, a ton of dresses that were for sale on Google Images, yeah. Anyway, it says that her doll's dress will also have a sheer hem to show off her marigold and melted candle wax heels. That sounds interesting. I'm thinking that the melted candle wax will make up the heel of the shoe, maybe? I'm not sure. Her striking La Catrina hat pays homage to the most famous Dia de Muertos skeleton of all. Plus, the hat's vibrant plumes bring out pops of color, decorating her face and hair. She'll have deluxe packaging, a doll stand, and the doll is ideal for posing and display. I'm excited at the idea of her having a big hat like that. It's a really good idea, and I'm really excited to see what this doll looks like. Unfortunately, there have been no leaks of what the doll looks like, publicly at least. There might be some that are being gatekept, but for now there are no pictures of this doll, just this description. I've also been told that this doll will be $10 more expensive than the previous Day of the Dead Skelita was. So instead of $45, this doll will be $55. Fuck you, Mattel. That's really expensive. Next up, we have a description for Howliday Cleo. Now, we have actually seen this doll. She was revealed sometime last year. This is a prototype, but based on how she looks and what the description of the doll says, I'm starting to think she's the final product. It says, "Ghoulish greetings. Wrapped up like a mummified present in dazzling fabric, this winter edition Cleo Denial Howliday doll shines brighter than the stars glittering in the sky. It's the night of the winter solstice, and Cleo Denial sparkles with all scary brightness of the season in her satiny dress and pleated organza overskirt." It's pleated. It says she has a gleaming feather and bow headdress crowning her sparkling, tinsel-strewn hair. Elegant snake details on her collar and belt complement this statement headpiece. Once again, she has all of those things. It says that she has a snowflake-dusted shawl gliding behind her with a gorgeous grace, and the fringe swishing above her Anubis heels on the dance floor. She's got Anubis heels, and she's got the things on the back of her shawl. You know what I'm saying? She's even got the gift wrap things on her wrists. I'm pretty sure that doll was the final product. Obviously, some things might change, maybe the accessories will look slightly different on the final product, maybe her face will look different. We won't know until we get finalized stock photos, but for now, this looks pretty one-to-one, based on what the description says, in my opinion. And finally, the My Scene stuff. This concept art had been floating around for a while, and it had been said that it was official, and it was actually what the dolls would look like, but now that we have these descriptions, we know for sure. Chelsea says that her doll shows off her trademark funky and flirty style. Her caramel-covered caramel colored. Camel? Camel colored. I thought it said caramel. Okay, it's camel colored. The fuck? Faux fur coat with pink paisley lining is inspired by her character's debut look. She looks every inch the fashion designer she is in a halter top and denim flare skirt. Once again, things that she's wearing. It says that she also has hoop earrings, butterfly clips, sunnies, a handbag, and knee-high boots. Again, all things that she is wearing. So, seems like the concept art is possibly final. We haven't gotten any looks at the dolls yet, but it does note in the description that she has the original face sculpt. Glossy auburn hair frames her original face sculpt. So it seems like they're using the original faces, hopefully the original bodies that were used for my scene as well. I believe Barbie collectors call it the belly button body, which I don't understand why, because I'm pretty sure all the Barbie bodies... No, they don't actually. Yeah, the original, like, 80s body didn't have a belly button because she had, like, the twist and turn waist. Madison's description describes her as channeling a Y2K style in a denim outfit inspired by her character's debut look. She wears a baby blue butterfly crop top paired with sparkly mesh tee and cargo jeans. That's what she's wearing here. And she's giving Y2K to the max. She accessorizes with a pleather, quote-unquote, newsboy cap. Oh fuck, this is Barbie's description. I picked the wrong one. It says she accessorizes with ice blue shades, silvery bling, a denim handbag, and a chunky platform kicks that only an expert shopper like herself could curate. She has space buns and voluminous curls, framing her original face sculpt. They're very careful to note that, so that's good. Barbie, here, we already looked at it. It says that she sizzles in a red and cream outfit inspired by her character's debut look. A glossy red moto jacket layers over a cropped cami and split hem flare pants. And she's got her pleather newsboy cap, tinted sunnies, saddlebag, matching velvet red block heels, wavy blonde hair with crimped accent pieces accents her original face sculpt. Yeah, we can see the crimps in this artwork, so seems like this is what the dolls are going to look like. To be honest, I really like this, but I do feel like Barbie looks a bit too similar to her original doll. Not that it's a detriment, her original doll wasn't bad and the hat is a really cute addition. Basically, I like these. I'm excited to see what the dolls will look like, but it does suck that Noli was left out. Next up, we have some official descriptions for the Wednesday dolls. These are a collaboration between the Wednesday Netflix show and Monster High, and entirely unrelated to the Skeletor that was recently announced. The line will feature Wednesday, Enid, and Wednesday in her Raven dress, as it's being called. So the descriptions read that this Monster High X Wednesday collection pays tribute to the darkly witty and downright eerie television series with a screamium line of dolls. Whoa, what a night! Inspired by her character's vintage gown in the school dance scene, this Raven Wednesday dress, that's Raven, because she's raving. Do you get it? Do you get the joke? It says it's dark as her sense of humor. Raven Wednesday's organza dress has sheer layers that look spun from shadows. Okay, the statement belt and Monster High earrings complete her wickedly chic look. So that's this doll. She is wearing little skelet earrings by the looks of it. And this doll is set to be more expensive, by the way, than these two. If I remember correctly, these two are set to be $40, and this doll is set to be, what was it, like $50? Was she $60? She might have been $60. To be honest, I don't remember. She might have been $55. But this doll is more expensive than these two, which to me makes no sense because these dolls have more detailed outfits as well as little accessories. Wednesday comes with Thing as well as a backpack. Enid has a little hat and some fucking not a headband, what is that thing called? A backpack. Why did I forget that word? Whereas this doll comes with nothing. This is all she has. This is all you get for a higher price. Anyway, the description for the core Wednesday doll says the same little bit of text at the top, but it also says, a striking vision in her trademark black, this Wednesday Addams doll reimagines the show's titular character in her iconic gothic style through a Monster High lens. Yeah, why did I hesitate there? A tie, statement belt, and spiderweb tights complement Wednesday's Nevermore. Yeah, for some reason my brain thought they misspelled Wednesday. Anyway, yeah, she does have spiderweb tights, so that's true. Basically, the descriptions are totally accurate to what the dolls look like so far, but these are prototypes, so it's unknown if this is what the final dolls will look like or if anything will change along the way. Something interesting to me is that the faces look very different between these two dolls. Like, this one has bigger eye shines that makes her face just look slightly off, whereas this one, you know, smaller eye shines, her face looks better. One thing that I complained about in my original video was the fact that despite being based on Jenna Ortega's Wednesday, this doll doesn't really look like her. Like, even the skin tone is wrong. So, my hopes for when this doll releases is that they will rectify the skin tone, make her look a bit more like Jenna Ortega, because, you know, doesn't really look like her currently. It's a bit too pale. Meanwhile, this doll, I'd say looks similar enough to Enid's actress. Sorry, I don't know her name. I didn't watch the show. But yeah. That's everything. That's everything I wanted to talk about. I think this Cleo is really ugly, by the way. I don't think she fits into the Howliday line. Anyway, I want Toralei. I think these dolls should release soon. I want this Toralei pack. I need the Toralei and the twins, and I need this Toralei with her bob. I like her. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I sincerely do hope you enjoyed it, and I'm interested in hearing you guys' thoughts in the comments. Are you excited for Skelita? Are you excited for the Mycene dolls? I am. I really like the Mycenes. I'm very excited for the Mycenes. I'm thinking they're gonna look pretty good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!